Good morning, people. How are you? I greet you this morning, this afternoon, from where you are. So I'm delighted today to bring today's topic. I believe that you are doing well in wherever you are. My name is Daniel, the guy or the steward from Machakos. So today I have another topic. It's about enriching our African culture. So today I want to expose my community, the Kamba people. Most of the time when I meet with people abroad, they want to know more about our culture, and you find it is sometimes difficult to explain it because it's very detailed, and you find that it need to take long time for you to explain this. So this is what prompted me to shoot this video speaking about Kamba people and their language. So Kamba is one of the languages spoken in Kenya, and it is among Bantu speaking language. I would say that this language is like among the easiest languages to learn in Kenya, because I don't know whether people find it hilarious, because most people from other communities, they enjoy learning it and using it. It will be used by politicians, some pastors, even those who are not Kambas. In their sermons, in between, they will put some phrases from this language. So Kamba people are found in Kenya, and a subset of these people are also found in Tanzania. And the history of Kamba people is very long, such that I cannot finish talking about the historical origin of these people. But it is believed that these people migrated from Congo, because Kikamba is a Niger-Congo Bantu language. And this language has several dialects. We have the Machakos dialect, we have South Kitui, North Kitui dialect, and we have Mumoni, which we call Kilungu dialect. The Machakos dialect is the one taken as the official language for Kamba people. This is the dialect which has been used in translations of many books for this community. Actually, Kikamba Bible has been translated using Machakos dialect. And this is the language which will be used officially where Kamba communication is needed. But all the other dialects are also very important and are being used in different areas. So the Kamba have widespread art and music tradition. They do well in basketry, in pottery, in scripture work. The Kamba tribe can be found anywhere in the world, right away from Mombasa, from Nairobi, and even in countries abroad, in Americas, North and South, wherever place you are working in Australia or in Europe, in Asia, you are likely to meet a Kamba person. Going back to the Kambaland, where these people live, it is called Ukambani. And generally, when people are referring to this community, they usually say that I have traveled to Ukambani. Actually, some people think that there is a town called Ukambani. Ukambani is any place where Kamba people live. It's not a town in any land in Kenya, but in places where these people are found, it is called Ukambani, mostly consisting of 3 counties, that's Machakos, Kitui, Makueni, and a bigger population in Mombasa. And then Kamba traditional religion is very important. Even though Christianity is taking root and it is increasing in Ukambani region, Kamba traditional religion existed, and this religion was based on a high god who was called Ngai, and various ancestral spirits. The Kamba community, they believe that when a person dies, he simply moves to the world of spirit, and they call them Aimo. The community also believes in witchcraft and magic, and the use of diviners and the sacrifice to communicate with the spirits in the world of spirits. Actually, in some cases you find that a Kamba community is really proud of witchcraft, because even now you hear people, when someone says that they go to Kambani, people will quickly think about these people. Maybe they have gone for witchcraft and magic. So this was an adornment for this community, and they used diviners to tell mysteries, and they could bring about peace in the community, because they could see in the spirit and then warn people and advise the community on the things which they are supposed to do. Then the family unit is called Mosie, is a central to Kamba culture, and men are usually at the center of the economic activities. There is what we call gender distribution of roles in Kamba community, where men traditionally they engaged in economic activities. This is like hunting, farming, and trading, while women traditionally are responsible for farming plots and land, and also providing food and preparing food for the family. But in contemporary world, you find that women and men, they occupy similar roles. So there is change which is coming with the modernization, and the Kamba community has not been left behind. There was also an extended structure of the family. The mother of the family was called Mwaito, and then the extended lines of the family were very important. And then there is what was called clan, and in pre-colonial time and even colonial time, clan was given some mandate to deal with justice, to bring order in the society. So clans exist even to these days, but their influence is highly reduced due to government administration, where chiefs and sub-chiefs have taken the roles which were played by these clans. The name giving in this community is also very special. The first boy was traditionally named after the paternal grandfather, and the second was named after the maternal grandfather. Girls are also named in a similar fashion, but with respect to their grandmothers. So the naming was very special. Some names were also recommended by diviners, because some legends of the community, sometimes they would be born as new babies, and then it was very important to consult the diviners who communicated in spirit and recommend names for these newborns. When we go to the staple food, the Kamba staple food is what we call isyo. This one comprises of beans, maize, and also motokoi, which is the pounded maize and beans. Why study or learn Kamba language? One of the reasons why you need to study and learn Kamba language, it is because Kamba language is among the major languages spoken in Kenya, with about 4 million speakers, and it is growing recently because the numbers are increasing. And this language is also spoken in a subset in Tanzania. So it's among the robust languages in Kenya. The students who want to study abroad here in Kenya, and they are targeting the universities which are situated in this land, Machakos University and many colleges in Ukambani region. Such students may want to learn Kamba language because they will be living and intermingling with the community. If they are in a position to speak the language, then they will be socially stable. The students also who are interested to learn the history and culture of Kamba people, they may need to study Kamba language and to learn it, because they will be able to acquire data with ease and communicate with the elderly and get the information which they need from these people. The officials who work for NGOs that operate in Ukambani region, they also need to learn Kamba language. It will help them to do their programs with ease and interacting with everyone in the community. So it is very important that if you want to visit this region and you want to really get a lot from the people, you really need to study the language. Kambani has been home for at least 4 to 5 centuries. The Kamba traditional creation story holds that Mulungu Arongai created the universe, and they also know that he placed them, that is man and woman, after he created them, he placed them on the top of Mountain Zawi, that is in Mbone Hills. Then from there the community started to reproduce, and then it is subdued the land. So this is something which can be said, because there is God who created this community, and then he placed them in Ukambani. We may not have the details about the great origin based on this tradition, but that is the origin of the people from Zawi. And when you check on their distribution, it appears that this community distributed from around this region. The people who learn history about migration of the people in Africa, they will trace that when these communities were moving from Central Africa through Congo to Tanzania, some Bandus went to the north, to the south, and others remained, like the one landed in Tanzania. And as they went, they evolved different dialects and different languages, because you realize that many Bantu speaking communities in Kenya, their languages are not very different. Like Kamba language, they can communicate with the Kikuyu and still understand each other, even without need to learn each one's language. So the Kamba traditionally, they were both traders and nomads. And in pre-colonial times, they traded beer, they traded ivory, brass amulets. They also traded millet, cattle, and medicinal plants, what is known as Ndawasiamete. The people who are interested in learning about medicinal drugs in contemporary world, Kamba community could be a rich community to target. But in contemporary times, now recently, the Kambas are still traders and also do agriculture and engage in many professions, because many of them have gone to school. Actually, Kamba is among one of the communities where literacy levels are so high. So many practice their professions in big cities in Kenya, such as Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, and even abroad. The Kamba traditionally organized themselves into clans, which I can't buy, but now they have conformed to the government systems. And we have government appointed chiefs and assistant chiefs who replace the orders, but the Mbai still exist. So that is just a gist of the Kamba community. If you know any Kamba person, just celebrate them and recognize them. They contribute to the diversity of culture in the world. So that is it. For the new viewers of the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. You'll be able to get future videos which we share here. Thank you so much for listening to me. Enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, enjoy your morning, enjoy your night. Bye.